I might have to watch Wakanda, man. I never watched the second one. I watched the first one, but I know like how like movies be written by Hollywood and can be. I even heard like the CIA was in on writing Wakanda too. Um, Specifically from Dr. Umar Johnson. I don't know where he got his source from, but I think it's factual. Like the vibranium and stuff is real, and the area I forgot where it's located at, but this came to my attention like the immigration shit. Like the immigration shit was all. It's like everything been plotted. Like the media is like I said, and I went live was talking about this like the black and brown. It's never been no black and brown coalition, but we also, as far as I know, we never been like. I mean, you had like street beef, but from time before America was developed, I don't think like we actually, like had problems unless we probably did. Even before Christopher Columbus and the Caucasians got developed, to go land and do shit. It's just so much confusion, like how like we looking at the immigration shit, how like you got the Latino community, some people, some of them like we never wanted black people to help us. Y'all can't even help yourself, or y'all don't trust each other, and then you got some that's um like kind of being like trying to apologize for somebody else's saying. Then you got the ones that's like um like giving us props, the few, but some of the ones that's trying to apologize for somebody else's saying, like for like, oh, we we never needed black people help. They don't even trust themselves. But it's funny enough how like a lot of this shit like stem from like the Wakanda movie. The second one specifically, the first one was a brother from another nation fighting another brother from another nation. You know what I'm saying? And then the second one, it's a group of underground, underwater. Well, let me show y'all this video. You got the underwater people, which I think was the black people, and the Mexicans. I forgot what they represented. But this is just a short though. Was shown to be possessed by the underwater Mexicans. Hold on, let me play this. Was shown the Wakandans was shown to be possessed by the underwater Mexicans. Vibranium was supposed to be native to Wakanda, but the Wakandans was shown to be possessed by the underwater Mexicans. Vibranium was supposed to be native to Wakanda, but the Wakandans. Yeah, let's watch this one.
If you are of Latina descent and you are watching Wakanda Forever, I think you should get a little trigger warning before watching the movie that there's some heavy stuff and some very tough scenes that might affect you. I know they affected me. I've came out of that movie with like a lump in my throat, and I watched it last night, and I'm still feeling like extremely conflicted about how I feel about the story. So
now you see this right here, black people.
Now, like, I don't know where she was coming. I never seen the movie, like I said, like, but from the information, like, how like the CIA wrote the script and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or no, or the CIA was in the first one and was helping. It was some along the lines with the CIA involved and shit. Whether they was writing the script or played a part in the movie. It's like now we in 2025. This was 2022 when the second version came out. the divide and conquer, bro. The divide and conquer is like real. What up, Pain? Die. Well, I'm gonna just say Pain. Anish, we are rich.
Yes, I love eating.
We are rich. This is for entertainment purposes, you know what I'm saying? The videos I'm showing, fair use. I got a YouTube. I gotta let you know that YouTube. You know, I'm gonna be showing videos and stuff. But yeah, so like history is so profound, and they want to find a way to continue to try to hide history. They want to continue to try to, you know, like play as in like nothing ever happened, because they see that information is spreading throughout the internet, and the whole point for the internet was to divide and conquer, which is doing a good job at that. But also people like to revert. Like, I'm a revert, meaning I know what we up against. So mind control, government mean mind control. So when you know what you up against, it's like, okay. And you know how people be out here brainwashed, and some people deliberately, like Caucasians, especially with this MAGA shit, it's like, make America great again is not coming in the way that you believe that it's coming. Make America great again, it's not gonna be what you think is coming. See how like Trump over here doing his thing, and some black people is in tune, but they really not in tune, because you gotta get other information. If you not get other information, meaning like if you looking at the person race, you don't see the chessboard. I don't fuck with politicians, but we living in a world where we living in a matrix. I'm living in amongst the matrix. So the plays that Trump did, making sure the kids were safe. Now you have people that'll be like, which is smart too, you know what I'm saying, intelligent, to be like, if it wasn't for Caucasians, we wouldn't need to be going through this shit anyway. You know, like as far as like trafficking, you know, and all this and that. The trafficking, that's one of the main things that Trump like put, you know what I'm saying, started stopping that shit. And you know, trafficking, that's deep. Like, it's a saying that go around, F them kids. Fuck them kids. Like, I never represented that saying, bro. You know, I know people go through shit. Kids can be all obnoxious and shit. And you know what I'm saying? They are humans just like us too. And if we over here like looking at like the image, Trump and all these people was really not, we don't even know if they human. So they play games and shit, like they play games on the emotions and all this and that. And they don't give a, and like you got mega, like I'm saying, you got mega people thinking like some of these crackers really thinking like slavery go come back, he finna bring back. Like, no, bro. If anything, it's gonna be a war zone, and it's still gonna be life, because this is gonna be little sectors of shit. Kemites, our brothers and sisters who represent that. I'm really more like a Kemite. I got the Ankh on me and all that, but I'm not like religiously where I'm like, you know, like where it's like religiously where you know what I'm saying? I feel like because of the signs and symbols that has been around me since a kid, the pyramids, like UFOs, more of the Kemites be into like spaceships, Bobby he met, and even some probably be like, nah, I'm more like I know I'm native to this land also. But we got history on the walls of ancient Kemet, and not just that. I'm not, you know what I'm saying, but that's one of the ones that's known. And then we have the natives. We got the natives that's don't even really be considered known as natives because of the mixed breeding. The mixed breeding was a job that separated the natives from the original bloodline and all this and that. Not and it was purposely done so where a person could be confused and shit. So some of us don't even know, like, or don't pass down the information. Like some elders should be passing down like what tribe their grandma was in. Not focusing on, or not just focusing on white people don't like us and white people don't like us. No. What we need to know, me, the youngest, and even a little bit older than me, we need to know what tribes our grandmothers was from our mama's sides and our daddy's sides. This information need to be known now, not tomorrow, not next year. Now, it need to be passed down. Passed along, not sitting in dormant, going dead, and somebody else is collecting reparations. Somebody sitting in a casino getting 1%, and that might not be shit, but they getting some off of somebody else's shit. Which is the reason why they only getting 1%, because some of them most of them not even the real true Indians, the real true natives, the real true, or like the real natives. But some of them don't even look Caucasian neither though. But some of them do. It's just like the Latino community. Some of them look like Negroid type, but a little bit light skin or a little bit like brown skin. But specifically the light skin Mexicans versus the ones that got broad lips too, a broader nose, but they light skinned. Then you have the ones who look Caucasian like, and then even some of them, the ones that you can tell that's Mexican, they still think they white or still think they Caucasian, right? And it's the breeding, because we really believe, some people really believe that because it's the confusion and chaos. It's like we believe that we just from Africa, like we wasn't native to the land. And I went through this, you know what I'm saying? But I know, or I feel that Africa is the motherland. And the way that Africa is shaped just like a person. It's a face, a long head with afro. When you look at the continent on the map itself, it's not a coincidence. But we over here in America got the afros, got the broad lips. So I'll be like, you know what I'm saying, like paying attention and being like, okay, like not like with the Mexicans. Like some of them say like they was the Aztecs, but the statues that was in Mexico look just like Negroes or darker Negroes. Got the broader nose, got the braids or locks. And they try to hide this shit. You know what I'm saying? They try to hide this shit. but the truth will never go nowhere, you know. And it's always gonna pop back up. It's just like when they hid or not when they hid, but the pyramids got hid before. They got buried in sand. Like, buried in sand, and then the sand unburied it during a period of time. But I'm about to look on ChatGPT and see some, ask something real quick. It just be crazy how, like, you know, like a lot of history be hidden. And then they make these movies and show little signs, but certain shit just be tactics for preparation. Like, that Wakanda was a preparation for the Mexicans and blacks to be at it, go at it. Because I remember hearing the shit. That's why it came to me last night. Like, hold on, bro, I'm gonna have to go live about this. But I was gonna go back on, but it was already late. I'm already out in like shit. But I'm like, this shit crazy. Like, how, like, the separation and divide and conquer tactics. Let me see what I'm gonna ask. What time period? I'm not finna even ask. I'm finna just say the time period, like it existed. What time period did what time period did the ancient Egypt uncover from sand? I usually don't even use shit like this, but I'm about to start utilizing like this AI shit. This shit, like, I remember that. I remember the Rosetta Stone, the cipher and the hieroglyphs. So, hold on, let me see there. Let me ask another question. Was ancient Egypt buried under sand before? It's how you know, like, it's how you know that history, like, this is why they don't want us to, like, be in tune with this. You know what I'm saying? Good looking out, AJ. I be trying to flow, so I ain't trying to get disturbed by the comments, because I know how I get. Yo, sir, the farmer's ready. You can come to work. Yeah, and some people be like, you know, like, this is what I be saying. Like, you got him, a person like that. Like, guess what? I can work on the land without your permission, and it's gonna be for us, our people, our nation. We been working on the land. Do you know that, Peter Pan? Do you know that? And your name Peter Pan. He is a fucking pedo. For entertainment purposes, YouTube, you know, I don't know if I might get banned for saying that or blackballed. They might try to cut my live, let me watch my tone, you know, saying words and shit. This the sensitivity. Like, a person could come in here and be like, oh, black people could be this and be slaves, but when you get to talk about some the edos, y'all messing with minors, it's a problem. Now y'all want to sue something. You know what? Sue these nuts. You know what I'm saying? Sue these. How about that? Nah, but for real though, like, see, you got crackers like that think they know history, but they know some of them is really ignorant because only thing y'all pass down is hate. Like, like, like like this little white boy. He called me king, and he had both his mom and daddy with him. You know what I'm saying? He had both his mom and daddy with him. He was in a cart at the store. I said this shit like a couple nights. Whenever I went live before, I just said this shit too. But that's how I know, like, certain people is raised. Certain Caucasians, most of them is raised with hate. If you find one, you can see how they rate, like, or how the child being raised, bro. You know, them the people is go be the change, and they go be the most hated from Caucasians. The Caucasians themselves, the ones that's raising, the ones with love and, you know what I'm saying, and history. But yeah, this is why, like, when I used to talk about going back to nature, I used to be like, man, I'm going back to nature, but I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, be working for nobody and all this and that, right? And some people thought, like, you know, but talking to black people, it'd be like, bro, you trying to go back to slavery? Like, what you mean working in the land, like, working in the sun? Like, it's like, white people really caused the chaos and confusion, bro. Like, they banned the languages, they banned the drums, you know what I'm saying? They banned the foods, the natural foods, some natural foods, and then they'll tease you about watermelon and chicken. You know what I'm saying? When the whole time watermelon is healthy, so you got black people running from watermelon because they getting teased by white people. You getting teased like a kid, right? But the whole time, it's like saying, oh, you it's like, oh, you still want breast milk? You too old. You don't need that. You never had breast milk? It's like teasing a cub about, or a baby. Oh, you want the breast milk? What you want titty milk for? Like, it's stupid as hell, bro. It's a natural occurrence. So we'll take somebody teasing us and racial, you know what I'm saying? Hate. Let a motherfucker hate, bro. You gotta be healthy, bro. God gave you watermelon, nigga. Not this Caucasian motherfucker. Excuse my language, man. That shit irritates my soul. Like, a person really believe, like, sometimes we have that belief because of the hate that they give, because we want to be around love and everybody's supposed to be around love. This is the natural occurrence that we have, but everybody not on that. We not in that time no more. We ain't been in that time frame of really, like, since America been developed, we've been having to go through war after 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 war, like a broken record, bro. Like, not just physical, but mental shit, emotional war. You know what I'm saying? We have to go through this shit, bro. So it'd be like, nigga, these motherfuckers are gonna let them do them, bro. Let the ones speak if they speaking with sense. It's a divide and conquer tactic going on. Been going on. And it's like, you got the ones that's like, you got the Mexicans that's like brainwashed. Like, it's like the Spaniards. Some of them is like native Caucasian. If you want to be specific and honest, and some of them is really like that, but some Mexicans is not like that. Some Mexicans is breeded from a native or somebody else. This how much breeding been going on. So now it's like all this fake ass people receiving Indian tribal money and this and that, getting funded. But the whole time it's like, bro, these is the right people. The right people not getting funded. The wrong people getting funded. But you know, this shit. And then we can go back to the House Joint Resolution. The House Joint Resolution 192, Public Law 10. Let me see. House Joint Resolution. This is when they took away gold, where you can trade gold for a house, trade gold for a land. They took this away. House Joint Resolution 192. Yeah, House Joint Resolution 192, Public Law 73-10. Well, this the discharge debt, but the history behind it, yeah, House Joint Resolution 192 or HJR 192 of 1933. This was in 1933, not too long ago. It may seem long ago because if a person older, but for us, history speaking wise, we in 2025, 1923, 1933, 35. It's like, but this allow U.S. citizens to pay debts with Federal Reserve notes instead of gold. Allow U.S. citizens to pay debts. This is in 1933, right? Allow U.S. citizens to pay debts with Federal Reserve notes. Now, what is a Federal Reserve note? I ain't got no paper money, dollar. But when you look at the dollar, it has Federal Reserve note on it. But then they end up changing that after a couple years. This resolution was passed during the Great Depression. So what did House Joint Resolution do? It made illegal to pay debts with gold. Gold is real money. Shit funny as hell, right? Shit wicked. Allow citizens to discharge debt with Federal Reserve note. Rich Federal Reserve note. Shout out to Dr. Umar Johnson, Dr. Ifa Tunde. You know what I'm saying? Whoever was bringing this information, bro. You know what I'm saying? They was bringing this shit because this shit real. Like the Federal Reserve note is controlled by the military, and the military is controlled by the U.S. Treasury, and the U.S. Treasury is what? This is where your Social Security number is. Your Treasury is at. My Treasury, your Treasury, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's funny enough, man. I should like. I'm gonna ask my pops something. Like I know something on my. I'm like, hold on, bro. This shit real. He might know some shit on this shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna. But yeah. Okay, so. Prohibited the general, and it's funny. Discharge debts with Federal Reserve. Now I don't know when the military took over the Federal Reserve note, because the Federal Reserve note, and they got that, but prohibited the general public from hoarding gold, bullion coins. Yeah, them carrot bars, them bullion gold coins, and gold certificates. Man, and these gold is this is why I wear gold, man. I like gold ain't expensive to get, bro. You know what I'm saying? The thicker the thicker the grams is, that's when it's more. You know what I'm saying? Some people be thinking my shit fake, like, and it's like y'all really believe like only a rapper or only you gotta have like a certain amount of wealth. Like maybe I got a wealthy mind. That's why I collect gold and I don't put no diamonds into it, which ain't no problem. I don't knock nobody for that. But most times some of that shit be fake though, that niggas be having though. But we ain't gonna get into that though. You know what I'm saying? Brothers want to shine, but you can shine with gold though. The resolution was passed to ensure uniform value to U.S. coins and currencies, which is the pennies. The pennies was, you know what I'm saying, which between the pennies was, so they didn't get rid of the coins partake like, but the coins like pennies, and they were copper, fully copper until up to what, 1981, 1982, and it's a couple of them that was left in 1982, and then they became what's the other material? It was zinc. Was it zinc? No, not zinc. I forgot. But they weren't fully copper. Like pennies, 1991, 1981, and older are copper. And I did a video like this on this years ago. I think I took it down though. I just took that shit down like not too long ago. So also this House Joint Resolution, it say you can also use not just Federal Reserve note, but you can actually write yourself off. Now I don't know how to do all that, meaning like you can promissory note, where you can Like how you sign shit. When we sign shit, the word signature derives or breaks down into sign of nature. Sign of nature. When you spell out signature, just read the word itself and you look. It's a sign in nature. Signature. Signature. So signature, and you gotta write in curse. Curse. You get it? Curse, spell, magic. Ha. You know what I'm saying? You gotta cursive. You don't print in a signature. You curse signature. You curse in the nature. So we better be watching that shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I just bought me a brand new car. Now, the interest rate, so on and so forth, and you know what I'm saying. Then you got to do this and do this. So you just now you like you basically just, you know what I'm saying. This is why like I get it where you got to get around and drive and you got to get around places and shit, man. But this is why we supposed to be unified, where and teach each other how to drive, teach the youth how to drive, trust the youth. But see, the youth be getting raised by the government when the government is mind control. So that's meaning, you know what I'm saying, you go hate on your neighbor, you go hate on your own brother and sister, you go be picky towards your brother and sister. You know what I'm saying? Nah, ain't nothing wrong with natural shit where it's like a natural occurrence of family arguments and this and that. But what I'm talking about, government raises outside the home, you going further outside your block to the community where other black people were at, to school system, and the school system, it's not teaching the children nothing with finances, nothing with real nurturing, health, and care. You know what I'm saying? And allowing now, trying to, this is where the parents be coming in and they're like, no, man, my child ain't finna get into learning no sexual shit and the gay shit. Like, I fucks with it, because that's when we supposed to bend rolls up, because you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the sexuality, it's like, bro, let kids be pure, bro. Leave motherfucking children alone, bro. You know what I'm saying? And let the children be children, bro. Because children gonna be children, but it's like the brainwashing shit, the less curriculums and more entertainment. This is why like we behind, but this is why also now we have the knowledge and we can fast forward time by getting into stocks, getting into the gold. You know what I'm saying? For real. Go to school. You can go to school and you can be rich, be wealthy. You can get the knowledge, and then if you want to drop out, you can go get your own shit. You know what I'm saying? This is why they don't want us with power, but we got power though. We go continue to, you know what I'm saying? We ain't waiting on no motherfucking body. As a matter of fact, you go be y'all, people be looking for us to work, looking for us to teach them. He said, please give me $5. Roster man mad. Do I look like a roster to you, fool? Goddamn fool. I'm trying to find this other part of this article though. Let me see. Let me see. And I seen a Caucasian man, white man from, I think he was from Florida. I YouTube that in, or wherever how I got it in. I YouTube that in, and his page pop up. And you know what I'm saying? Like, we are really our own bank for real too. Like the U.S. Treasury, the seal, basically you can sign off on that. But I never did it. I'm not gonna just say that's what it is, but them one of the main two things, like the U.S. Treasury, which I think what is in Washington D.C. or Maryland. I think it's in Maryland or Oregon. I forgot. You know, and most times what comes from the U.S. Treasury is debt, the IRS, and other stuff too when it's dealing with finances, a check or something. You know what I'm saying? But I know I'm supposed to be talking about the, you know what I'm saying. I mentioned it though. You know what I'm saying. I'm gonna get back into it about the, you know, like, because this all ties down to it though. Like I said, like they stopped the natives of the land after fighting, getting bloodshed. You know what I'm saying, freeing themselves. And this is in the 1930s. This is in the 1930s. This is not 1600s. This is after the invasion. This was after the wars of the Seminole Wars. This was after um the Gullah Geechee Wars. This was after all the breeding. This is in 1933. So it's like this they really be like not like thinking like nobody is not gonna catch on to this shit. Cause when we catch on, it's like, okay, this is when you start becoming in control of yourself, your wealth and everything. I ain't trying to look for like no handout from these like, and at the same time, the handout comes from us. Like when they want us to participate in shit for real, that's actually us handing out energy. Hey, they can't fool everybody. You can fool me once, shame on you. You can fool me twice, oh shit, but shame on me because I already knew it was you. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And it ain't like, you know what I'm saying, like, oh yeah, let me look it up the right way. Because I'm trying to steady look this up. Promissory note. Let me just type that in. Nah. Yeah, you can look up promissory note. House Joint Resolution 192. Or just look up promissory note. And what is a promissory note? Or let me see if it's let me see. Okay, yes. Let me read this again on this one. House Joint Resolution 192 prohibits banks from requiring specific type of payments, such as specie, for lawful United States currency. It also states that banks must proceed all legal U.S. currency. So a promissory note is considered a U.S. currency also. You know what I'm saying? But I can't find it. I probably gotta look up on YouTube, but I don't feel like doing that right now. So yeah, you know, like this was in 1933 when they changed that from stopping us buying homes, stopping our ancestors from buying homes, and even said that it's illegal to use gold coins. And then on top of that, y'all remember Gaddafi in Africa. He was Arab, but he was more, I think he had like some type of one of the natives in his blood. But he was for the people. He was for Africans in Africa, like, and they was finna make, well, I think he was finna be president. You know what I'm saying? Of either a particular country, not the whole continent. What was that? I forgot. Let me Google. But he was finna be president. He was finna make gold be a standard currency. America didn't like that. And this is when Obama was in the White House, right? They had him. Boom, boom, boom. Black on black crime, right? As they say. He was just a tool. Obama was just a tool, you know what I'm saying? All the presidents be tool, but it's just like all that just, you know what I'm saying? Like all that just like finna make gold a standard currency. Like, and we know how like gold, salt, all these things was like considered wealth. More than salt too, like other things, metals, silver, copper. And I felt like it became everything started becoming minimum after this Caucasian got his hands on shit. From the looks on the ancient wars, it's always been different civilizations, always been trying to take over. It's why you got one particular man, red, brown, copper man, on the ancient walls. And I know they didn't color it because certain shit they did try to color, but they didn't color everything. But he had the heads like this. He had heads of dark, black African, dark African. And this is a red, brown, copper man. This how you know, like, certain people, you know what I'm saying? Like, they try to hide and make us all want, like, make every Native Black American African American. You ain't got to put you in African American if you know you got lineage. If you know you got a tribe, you ain't got to put you African American on no applications. Now, specifically, I'm talking to me, so I can know that shit too. Because I be realizing, like, it's some that came from Africa to help us out and got shipped during the slave trade, but some of them came over here also on their own terms to help in the Seminole Wars. This why I said the Conquer and the chaos, the divide and conquer shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, you had that copper brown man like this, like holding the heads or the bodies of a dark-skinned African, the Arab, the Indian, Caucasian, and I think it was one more. I think it was 5 of them. It was all the races. This is documented on the walls. It ain't like it's just grafted like yesterday. It was grafted 10 years ago or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? This is why they don't want us to go, like, visit the world. But we can do what we want to do. We just got to get the power now. Some of us, like me, I'm getting my power up. What is power? Power is currency. Currency is what? Energy. Keeping your energy afloat. Currency is also deemed as money. But money is also deemed as energy. How you feel in your mind. Resources you could pull from. Shout out to Dead Prayers. The root of all evil. That song got a whole message. See, people used to hear me listen to that back in the day, but they didn't hear the message. They were just hearing the root of all evil. They just hearing the hook. But the whole time, the song wasn't saying don't get no money. It was saying that right at the beginning, money is resources, thoughts and actions you can pull from. This is why, like, they went in the graves. These motherfuckers went in the grave. And see, you got all these trolls that'll come through and be talking crazy. Like, your ancestors don't even respect the dead. You got to be a dead motherfucker not to respect the dead. You got to be mentally unstable to go in the grave to pull out currency from a sarcophagus and think like, see, this ain't the average white motherfucker that's over here. Like, they don't want nothing to do with no broke white motherfuckers. They don't want to do with you. None of you trolls that come through here, y'all broke. And literally, when I mean broke, and I'm not comparing money-wise, I'm talking about energy-wise. Your ancestors might been rocked with, your ancestors might have didn't even rock with certain Caucasians. I'm talking to the Caucasians at this point, on that point. Because some of y'all really think y'all better, and you think you, and if you did, if your ancestors did have slaves, right, then guess what? Them slaves weren't even just no slaves. They wasn't slaves, they was prisoners of war. What is prisoner of war? Somebody who was fighting to stay free on the land, to stay free on the land. Let me say it one more time. To stay free on the land that your ancestors was coming through to steal. Was stealing, killing, pillaging. Raking. I gotta say raking, like raking leaves. To stay free. To continue to be free. Without even the word free, because really the word free got the word fee in it. If you take the R off. This is why they got the community under surveillance. Under surveillance, like right now as we speak. You got cameras on your block, like on the street lights. This ain't no conspiracy. You can look up and see, like, damn, you motherfuckers got this shit controlled. But on some real shit, this is why you gotta have, this is why self-control, though, is power. The resources you pull from having self-control, you shit, discipline, it's gonna go a long way. We just gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like me, for instance, I'm like, shit, I don't really depend, you know what I'm saying, on, but it's like you constantly dependent on money, going to work to a 9 to 5 where you don't really want to be at. It's like, okay, now I gotta pull, the resources whatever which way I can. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about being creative, man. It's not. It's shit. Ain't pointing no finger. It ain't staying down bad if a brother down bad. It's like, nigga, we got the power for real. We just be giving our way the power to like lust and all this and that. Quick nuts, and then you know what I'm saying. You end up going broke. Your car get broken down. You lose or your home go bad. You lose a job. You just start taking L's all over 5 minutes of lust and 5 minutes of partying and fun. And the whole time it's a war going on around you. But, you know, every man got to live and learn on his own, you know what I'm saying? Because you can be good. You can be giving back. You can be taking care of shit. Some shit still gonna go bad because it's a bigger lesson or a bigger something else you got to see. You know what I'm saying? But, well, how long I been on? 48 minutes. Let's say 48, yeah. So, you know, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's some divide and conquer tactics. I ain't saying like, you know, like everybody should just even though we want that, some of us actually do want to be like representing each other, representing others without having to go through bloodshed or hate-ism. But that shit go be there. But it's like, should it be there? And we're Mexicans and blacks have a common. The ones who legal, we can't speak for the ones. Even Mexicans, you can't even speak for the ones that's deemed illegal. Which I should have been saying instead of, you know, like, oh, being offensive to black people or towards black people being offensive. Your ass should have been like, ain't you an immigrant? See, that's how you know who really the strong was mentally, bro. Black people, we some strong people. The native copper American, black people, you know what I'm saying? We some strong people, bro. We go say that shit. Like, ain't you the immigrant? But ain't no Mexican. I never seen no Mexican. Probably, if they probably have. It's probably the ones that's out there. I'm not saying not. I ain't seen every goddamn video in the world, but it's like it should be out there. Like it should be like, damn, this Mexican was kicking this. I ain't see that shit yet. And if it's out there, it's out there. But as far as I know, Mexicans don't not be like, ain't you the immigrant? But yeah, they do be saying that. I seen a video. I did see a video, but I seen a Caucasian lady more say that. And the Mexicans in Mexico, in South America, in different countries, but not in America. I ain't. It probably was. So I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna just take that back. You know what I'm saying? But it's like that's the point. It's like if they the immigrants and y'all can go everywhere across the world without no paperwork. The Caucasians, y'all can go everywhere. Y'all be illegal as fuck. And you sitting back though, just sipping pina coladas and shit. You know what I'm saying? Tooting your horn and shit. You're at the beach and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like shit, you living lavish and shit. But then it's like the people over there in the land over there getting walked on, and they born and native to the land. Where the fuck is they doing that shit at? Oh, I forgot. On planet Earth. Shit be wicked all across the board, man. Shit wicked all across the board. Oh, man. Oh, man. It'd be like, okay, we know what we up against, man. We up against a beast for real. Like, the system itself, it's like, it can be ran by anybody. It got clones in the system. You don't know who is who. He be having a black face. The whole time it's either a clone or a motherfucking brainwashed to the T, brainwashed to the brain cell, brainwashed to the membrane. Insane in the membrane. Like that Cypress Hill song, brainwashed in the membrane. Brainwashed in the brain. Oh man, you all know that shit, man. Hey, go look at that Cypress Hill shit. That was my shit too. Insane in the membrane. Now these brainwashed in the membrane. And it ain't even funny though because it should be real, but it's funny though because it's like, nigga, your ancestors, man, it's like, damn, you probably got this sellout energy. You reborn. You sold out before in another lifetime. I don't know. I don't know, but I know this though. It ain't me. I ain't one of them. I'm one of them. I ain't one of them. You get like how we used to say when we was young, you got me bent, you got me fucked up. We used to say that shit young as hell in the elementary, you got me bent. You got me fucked up. Do you know what that means? Like, you got me bent. You ain't finna bend me. I'm straight. I'm 180 degree. You got me bent. You got me fucked up. Oh man. Even as children, we know we were straight. Like I said, like, you got me bent. Like, you better get your shit together. But yeah, I'm up out of here though, y'all. I wanted to kick a little message. You know what I'm saying? I had a little couple weeks. Shout out to everybody who chatted. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the trolls out there. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be nowhere without y'all. You know what I'm saying? The ones that got the little hate. Hey, I'll meet you. You know what I'm saying? I'll kick this shit to your face. And then you gonna be like, yeah, you know what? I know about the Moors. I know about the Kings. They was black. I already know. Some of y'all motherfuckers be phony and fake on this internet shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, or over the phone, over live and shit, be like, man, I'll beat your ass, nigga. Like, ain't nobody phasing that shit, bro. And like, you talking to somebody that know thyself and is going to spread this shit like a wildfire. He's going to spread this shit, bro. He's going to spread self-awareness. He's going to spread black love. He's going to spread his seeds into the womb of women, bro. He's going to spread the brains. He's going to spread the seeds to the brain, bro. He's going to spread the energy of like peace and get prosperity, nigga. Just like all the ones that did with us. It's a collective energy. It's just like the Quran say, Allah is not spoken in just one way, but Allah says we. Like, that's how you, this is why, like, you got a lot of Islam, Muslim folks, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Islam. You know what I'm saying? It's self-Lord and Master. You know, that was the 5% shit, but that's some real shit that I adopted and took for use. Like, damn, that shit makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Stay free out there. You know what I'm saying? Stay free. Stay G. You know what I'm saying? Cause ain't nobody go love you how we need to love each other. That's just real shit. Ain't nobody go, you know what I'm saying? You know. And if y'all be like, oh, ain't no black leaders, bro. Yeah, it is. You the leader. Whatever you doing, you the leader. I'm my leader, and I'm the community's leader. It's a bunch of us as leaders. Now, some that say they ain't no leader, all right, cool. But I know I'm a leader, and what do leaders have? They have flaws. They not perfect. Some people be wanting a perfect person, and some people be like looking at Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, they was perfect man. Like, no, they weren't perfect. Like, who y'all think y'all is, bro? I'm up out of here. On me.